Hello everyone. Welcome back to your very own learning channel English with Nidhi. I'm Nidhi, your friend and guide, and today we'll explore chapter 2, Lost Spring, a prose from the book Flamingo, where I'll explain the story, its meaning, and important takeaways in a way that's super easy to understand. So, if you want to ace your exams and understand English better, stay tuned till the end. Let's get started. Introduction. Lost Spring by Ernst Jung is a real-life story about poor children in India who are forced to work instead of going to school. The chapter focuses on two children, Sahib and Mukesh. Sahib is a rag picker from Simapuri, Delhi, who dreams for a better life. And Mukesh is a child laborer in a glass-blowing factory in Firozabad who dreams for becoming a motor mechanic. The story shows how poverty and tradition trap children in a cycle of hardships, taking away their childhood, that is, spring of life. Now let's cover the summary or short explanation of the story. Story number 1. Sahib the rag picker. Sahib is a poor boy who picks garbage in Simapuri near Delhi. He and his family migrated from Bangladesh due to floods and poverty. Sahib doesn't go to school. He dreams of a better life, but for now he just wanders, searching for valuable things in the trash. Why do these people pick garbage? For children, garbage is like treasure hunt. They sometimes find coins, toys, or useful things. And for adults, garbage is their means of survival. And they sell scrap to earn money. The author once jokes with Sahib and says, "Why don't you go to school?" He gets excited thinking she will open a school. But his hopes soon disappear when he realizes that it was just a casual comment. Later, Sahib gets a job at the tea stall, earning 800 rupees per month. He now has a regular income, but he has lost his freedom. He no longer feels happy because he now has a master or boss. Story number 2. Mukesh, the boy who blows glass. Mukesh is a child laborer in Firozabad, where almost every family makes glass bangles. He wants to become a motor mechanic, but it is very difficult for children like him to escape their fate. The life of bangle makers. For generations, families have been making glass bangles. Children work in the dark hot factories where they lose their eyesight at a young age. They don't question this tradition because it is forced upon them. Why can't they escape? Number 1. Extreme poverty. They earn very little and have no other option. Number 2. Fear of police. If they protest, they are punished instead of being helped. Number 3. Societal traditions. Society believes bangle making is their destiny and they should not dream of anything else. We read the short explanation of both story 1 and 2. Moving on, let's cover the theme or main ideas of the story. Themes. Number 1. Poverty and child labor. Poor children are forced to work instead of studying. Number 2. Lost childhood or lost spring. That is, instead of enjoying life, these children struggle for survival. Number 3. Tradition versus change. Mukesh wants to break free from the set tradition, but it is very difficult. Number 4. Power and injustice. The government and the rich people do nothing to help these children. Last but not the least, let's learn the moral of the stories. Education is the only way out of poverty, but these children don't get the opportunity. People should break free from harmful traditions and work towards a better future. And child labor should be stopped, and every child should have the right to education and a better life. This chapter makes us think deeply about child labor and poverty. Children like Sahib and Mukesh should be at school and not working. It is a reminder that education can change lives. What do you think? How can we help these children get a better future? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more such easy and detailed lessons. See you in next video. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.
Bye.